Testing 81657 hut hut. I don't know why I'm doing a sound test. I'm using the other machine as a track. Hey, this is Jim McGill, and I wanted to tell you how buying a refurbished computer made me a better person. Around a year ago, a perfectly good computer I had that was running Windows 7 stable, worked just fine. It started to suffer a meltdown. I've still got it in storage. I'd like to rescue some music off the hard drive sometime. But anyway, for some reason, I don't know, I wasn't thinking straight. I bought a new computer from Asterisk Mart. $300, shiny red, beautiful. It had a Pentium Gold CPU in it. And once again, usually I do research in that sort of thing. I had other things on my mind, I guess. I didn't realize Pentium Gold is the slowest possible Intel CPU that is not Celeron. The computer had an adequate mechanical hard drive, 500 gigs, but it was just the wrong combination of a very fat operating system, Windows 10, and very poor hardware. And here's a specific. It was in the habit of updating itself frequently, which, probably there's a way to turn that off, letting it do itself, but I don't need that now. But I went into Rockies. Here's when I realized I had a serious problem. And usually I like to catch up on my email and read a few news stories. I turn on the computer in Windows 10, it needs to update, and it basically takes control of your computer. Do not shut this down. Wait, now we need to reboot and go through this whole process again. And the Wi-Fi signal there is great. It wasn't the Wi-Fi, it was this dog turd of a computer I had spent $300 for, taking over my life. I ordered dinner, I got dinner, I ate dinner, I still wanted to see my email. The computer doesn't belong to me now. I waited around, I ordered dessert, I ate dessert, I chatted with the waitress. Finally, I took it out into the car, enabled my own cell phone Wi-Fi, and let it, update sometime on the way home. I'm sure at least an hour later, it was done. I hated that computer. Everything I did, I had to wait, and it made me angry. Here's how I became better. Yeah, you see this screen? I've owned this computer less than a year. I'll bet I've spent hours waiting for this screen, this technological blight of a computer. I'm just getting ready to sell at a pawn shop for anything I can get out of it. What a waste. Piece of crap. I spent $300 at a computer refurbishing outfit and got what, from my point of view, is a supercomputer. It's got an i5, it's got a digital hard drive, not an analog, which it's only 128, but I made up for it pretty easily. I have this 2 terabyte that I bought from probably Asterisk Mart. Give credit where it's due. And I can process movies, I can do all kinds of stuff. I spent the same $300. Well, that's hardly a supercomputer, you might say. But here's the context. The first computer I laid hands on was in about 1981. It controlled the fire control radar on a World War II era battleship. In other words, it had tubes, and I fed it with punch cards. And when the electricity glitched, which it often did, you'd have to start the whole process over again because it wasn't saving as you worked, obviously. And one more thing, when I was working with that computer, there was not 2 terabytes of data space available in the entire world. I'd show you the other one right now. I have pictures you've probably been seeing, but I packaged it up and pawned it for $50 because it was worth that. Here's the commercial part. If you are a computer refurbisher or the one who hasn't answered my email yet, where I bought this, you could insert a commercial right here, right now. This is Jim from the GreenEra.Network.